Hello and welcome, dear learners, on the NPTEL course on Healthcare Quality Management, Infection Control and Patient Safety. In the Module 1 of Foundation of Healthcare Quality and Infection Control, Lecture 9, we will be going in discussion with quality tools for continuous improvement for Part C. In the first two parts that we have covered, we will be continuing with the discussion on 5S workplace organization and visual management. These are two important discussions to be covered for the continuous improvement where the organization gets major benefit of visual management and 5S. So what is 5S as in workplace organization? Does it really work in healthcare? Will be our major discussion today. The 5S method is a part of lean manufacturing and that focuses on reducing waste. So lean is again coming as in discussion. And you all know that lean is one which helps an organization, even healthcare, to particularly understand actually the waste and to improve on reducing the waste. So how does it go actually into the deep of knowing where the lean really comes from and where this first 5S was really introduced? So the introduction points out to know that the 5S was introduced by Hirono Hirani in 1980s under the Toyota production system. And you find the method is used not only in industries but also now it has been used in healthcare, different offices and other workplaces. So it helps the main goal to remove unnecessary items and keep the workspace organized. So 5S includes steps for the 5S, that the first S is sort, the second S is set in order, the third S is of shine, fourth S is of standardize, and fifth S is of sustain. Sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. So from sorting to sustain. So these steps help improve work efficiency and reduce time spent searching for things. So you don't have to go here and there in the hospital or healthcare organization actually to go for searching things. The 5S method alone cannot guarantee a company's success or a profit, and so it is even in the healthcare. So what does it means to? It must be followed by regularly and improving continues to be effective. So there is always says that quality is not to be achieved at one time. Quality is a continuous process. You need to continually improve yourself. So this is the 5S methodology that I was trying to discuss. So that is, there is this sort, then it is set in order, shine and standardize and sustain. So when you say 5S, this all revolves around getting all the things from sorting, ordering, shining, standardizing and sustain. What are the key features of 5S? The 5S method includes participation from all levels of the staff, from senior to the juniors, from managers to the junior employees. Everyone has to be involved in the 5S system. You cannot say that, oh, this particular person is not really interested or this particular person will not enter actually in the 5S activity that we are taking. It follows 5 easy steps to build a clean, organized and positive workplace. So you will find all this which I have mentioned, the clean, organized and positive work. It creates a foundation for continuous improvement in efficient operations. The 5S principles can be used everywhere, anywhere, at work or at home to stay a better organized person. So you can see that we are trying to focus more on developing the philosophy of 5S. A quality personnel should always try to emphasize on imbibing this, not just putting the posters, not just giving orientation, but just to see how your entire team works on developing this. It is an ongoing process and that requires regular practice and not only a one-time effort that, oh, today we have to go for quality, next day we'll have to forget it. Seri, the very first important thing is of sorting. The first step that involves separating necessary items for unnecessary ones in the workplace. So, necessary versus unnecessary. The very first step. In this first step, all items in the workplace should be checked and separated into what is needed and what not is needed. You can also experiment this at your workplace. And it is very important that you will see the results are very fantastic. Sorting properly can identify the materials, the tools, and information required for daily work. So you will try to emphasize on the things which are needed more and unnecessary things as out. The items that are used often only should be kept close, which those rarely can be used can be stored somewhere else. You don't have to throw, you don't have to just eliminate them. So this helps to keep the area safe. Additionally, it can be neat and free from clutter. Clutter can create confusion, clutter can create problem, clutter can even create an error actually in your entire process. So sorting is very important for that part. So by sorting, you can remove the work flow actually which was very slow down. What are the benefits? Low cost and reduce waste, very lower cost, very cost effective solution. Better use of the space. You can find much more of the amplified pace where you try to give lot of suggestions of increasing the space, and everything can be done in very short. Fewer lost tools and more organized workflow. Second comes the Seoton, set in order. It's a Japanese word and we are simplifying it. So this particular step of set in order focuses on arranging necessary item in an organized way. So whatever items that you got in the first sorting, now you are arranging them in order. So sorting and arranging. So they can be easily found out and written after use. So it is very important in a hospital actually to do this setting, which is a second from sorting. So in setting order, you find it is tidy and well planned workplace actually which saves times and improve workflow. Specifically for nursing station, OT and all that requires very important the 5S technology, even for the housekeeping and all other departments. What is the aim? The aim is to reduce unnecessary movement and make everything visible and reachable. In public hospitals, we find too many things which create a hassle or a situation which becomes very difficult for people to movement is only because the things are not set in order. Okay. Painting floors to mark storage areas, using outlines for tools and adding color coded labels can help in keeping everything in order. Sorting and then setting in order. It's very simple actually. The implementation part is extremely simple. Implement should be placed depending on how they often are used. What are used first, what are used often, what are used occasionally. First level, close access items that are used daily. What are the things that you require daily? What are the things that you often use? And what are the things that you occasionally need? First level is item used daily. Second level use item used often. And third level is item used occasionally. From close access to accessible and within reach, step by step. What are the benefits? Benefits are much. Improved efficiency and workflow. Less time wasted searching all these tools. And safer workplace. CSO, that is shining, very important. The third step, okay, sorting, set in order and shine. Keeping the workplace clean is essential for good work and safety. So you have to keep the workplace clean. Dust, dirt or waste can lead to poor quality, machine fault or accident. You may find ample of the waste usually come only by even doing this activity. But if it comes in order by doing this activity, it gives more improvement. Cleaning should become part of your daily routine and not just an occasional task or only done on quality checks or quality assessment. A clean environment helps identifying issues early and ensures smooth operations. How does the implementation takes? Implementation starts with complete cleanup of the area. Check conditions using the first two rules, that is area and CO2 and the CSO. After the first, second, and third. So make cleaning regularly as a duty for everyone and not for one person actually who is only doing the clean job. What are the benefits of this cleaning? Machine perform better and last longer. So it is more towards the sustainability. It is easier to spot problems when the things are shining or cleaned. Safer and more pleasant work environment which gives a very positive workplace. Cleaner space leads to fewer accidents, no doubt. So cleaner space always reduce the incidences of accidents or lower down actually the fewer accidents. Sixth, so standardize. So this step is about keeping the first three rules consistent. So now we are on working that all the first three should be the consistent one after the other, continuously doing and set it. So it means setting clear standards and best practices to maintain cleanliness and order, organizing, setting and cleaning. Everyone should know the duties and follow simple written guidelines for organization and cleaning. It is not that one person will do, and it should be taken as a duty. And the rules should be very simple and written guidelines how and in what way it needs to be done. Means what? You are standardizing this. These routines should become a part of your normal work. It is not that it can be done occasionally. And evaluation should be done regularly to ensure standards that are followed. It can be done by a team internally or by your quality team. Shitsuki, that sustain. You have to see that all what we have discussed in the first four need now to be sustained. The final step focuses on discipline and habit, where you find it is more towards going ahead of standardization. That is called as discipline, where you take it as a culture, you evolve it and you work on it and you make it as a habit. So it's about building a culture where everyone follows the 5S rules. Management should guide and motivate staff through training and reminders. Management should work on giving the staff a training, even guiding them, and also motivating if there are any issues to them about the understanding, about the problems, about the training patterns, and the reminders how to take ahead this activity regularly. Regular checkups and feedback helps maintain standards. A checklist and evaluation chart like a radar graph can be used to inspect 5 years performance monthly. Performance evaluation inspection is very important actually to improve what really the 5S that you are following. The benefits are very enormous. Better awareness and teamwork, where you find it is more improving step by step. Fewer mistakes due to carelessness. Stronger communication and cooperation. Long-term maintenance of order and safety. So all these benefits can be one where you are working on the sustainability part of the 5S. In summary, the 5S system, SERI, Seoton, SISO, Sekitsu, and Sekitsu builds a foundation for an efficient, clean, and safe workplace. By sorting, organizing, cleaning, standardizing, and sustaining these habits that has been learned by the organization can reduce waste, prevent accidents, and create a positive and disciplined work culture. It not only improves productivity, but also boosts morale and pride among the workers. Next comes in discussion the visual management. to make sure that a company's product or a hospital's product meet customers or patient needs and expectation. It is important to manage quality, cost and delivery on the same shop floor. All these three things. However, during the production, different kinds of problems or irregularities may come, and it is very often actually that you can see these problems coming. In any process during this, you may encounter two situations. The process is under control or the process is out of control. You try emphasize more on under control, and you have to work when the process is out of control. When a process is under control, work goes smoothly. But when the process is out of control, it means there is a problem, there can be a persistent problem, and there can be a long pending problem. To fix these issues quickly, visual management is used, and it mainly aims to make problems clearly visible to everyone. It is not that one particular person will see this problem, or one particular person will take the responsibility or will try actually to emphasize on what is this problem as. Second is help workers and supervisors stay aware of what is happening on the shop floor, that is Gemba, what is happening. And the third is set clear targets for the improvement. So if a problem is not noticed or not shared with the team, it can continue to cause waste and inefficiency. So you have to first notice it, you have to share with your team, and you have to discuss, identify the reasons, and you have to work on the waste and the inefficiencies. So what are the functions of visual management? Visual management functions come first aligned in communication. Use written and visual information on the shop floor or the organization that everyone can easily see and understand. Where you may find the other industry apart from healthcare are benefiting a lot by only taking this culture in the organization. You may find great benefit among the employees actually. Second is lies the visibility part. Display problems clearly so everyone can notice them, they can understand, they can also think on working on them. As it is, collective working is always important. Then comes the consistency part. Make sure in visual management, all activities and people flow the same standard. So if they are following the same standard, it is very important that consistency gives you major benefits. So communication, visibility, consistency, followed by detection. So if at all there is a problem which is peeping out, use alarms or warning lights to show when something goes wrong. Hospital can get a great benefit of the functions of visual management. Lastly, fail safe. If at all there are issues, if at all there are problems, avoid mistakes and irregularities before they happen. So you can miss those, or you can improve by just giving an alarm and can even reduce the problem. So 5S principles of visual management can be seen as communication first, visibility as second, consistency as third, fourth is detection, and last is fail safe. Try that you avoid it. Try to come and see that detection is there. So the 5S principles of visual management is being seen over here. Visual management as a communication tool. As I said, visual management can be seen as very important for communication tool. Visual management acts as a tool to share information about the current status of work and guide necessary actions. It should display details like, so the details are being shown like productivity targets, quality goals, delivery plans, set up the standards for this, safety programs can be seen, attendance records can be taken over there, actual performance and quality performance. So you may find according to the activity you can set up the second line of activity. And what comes the outcome? Inventory status, Kaizen reports. So you may find visual management as a communication tool, how we are taking this activity one by one. So in summary to these two things that we have studied for visual management and 5S. So visual management helps monitor and control workplace activity by making information and problem easy to see and understand. It ensures that the operations run smoothly by showing whether the process are in control or not, whether they are exceeding, they are in control, or they are very lesser. Clear visuals helps workers and supervisor identify the issues. They can work on taking quick actions and they can reduce the waste. What does it improve? It improves the communication, maintains consistency, and prevents errors throughout tools like sign, chart, and warning signals. At every place, you may find that the signs, charts, and warning signals can give you the visual management's maximum benefits. Visual management also displays key details such as productivity, quality, safety, attendance, and performance, supporting continuous improvement in the workplace. So you may find there are many details that you can show up to your team. You can improve the performance actually by communicating well with them. Thank you. Thank you very much.